Hello there, I'm back again, and it's good to be back. And as you can see, I just get older. And no, you didn't mess up with your language audio settings. I'm talking English. You will get there why I'm talking in English. But basically, I just took a new direction with my life and this channel, and I will pursue new horizons with it. This is the short answer. By the way, you may ask, where the hell have you been? Okay, where the hell have I been? Uh, it's just so bright right now. Wait, I like this dark mood. If you okay, it's too dark, right? So what changed through all after all those months or years? The thing is, I grow up. Growed up? No, I grow up. I'm more mature, and more wiser than I ever been. At least 1 years ago. So with that, all the wisdom I have now, I decide to take things more seriously and give myself into something more bigger than myself. Because only way to get out of depression is getting out of your own head. Who knows? Who knows? That only thing you can do as a person, just do things for other people. Yeah, this makes you less depressed. And I'm not some megalomane narcissistic here, by the way, bastard, you may say. No, I wasn't a person like this. But again, depression doesn't discriminate who the hell you are. You can be the most giving person you can know or anyone knows, but you still get depressed. Oh, and why did I get depressed? Traumatic childhood backstory of any superhero has. I can say. May I say? May we say? Whatever. In summary, I use this channel very well by making a portfolio kind of thing. So when I want to work with someone, I just send the link of this channel and they will say, "Oh my god, you should so good. Look at this editing. Look at these videos. They're awesome." And they just hire me instantly, which is worked, by the way, too many times. But right now, I am content with where I am, who I'm working with. So I don't want to use this channel as a portfolio that much. I mean, still portfolio, by the way, it's still under my name. Yet, I don't want to use this channel as much as I used to as the best of kind of thing. I will only post my best ofs here. Why? Because I have to be the best in order to be something. Wow, it gets so deep so fast. The thing I learned through this process is that you don't have to be perfect in order to be someone, in order to be loved, in order to be accepted, in order to be, you know, happy with yourself or self-love, self yourself. You don't have to be perfect. And your job is not you, which is strange to me because the quote that I used most was, "My job is a representation of me and my job is one." So, as you can guess, I always did my best. I always do my best. I always try hard to get the best when I do something. And which is resulted with that I got burned up. Burnout or burnt up is I don't think it's a correct way to say it. So, alright, I got burnout for years, strangely. So I didn't post anything on this channel because I got burnout, and also this channel is representation of me. So, when I don't in the right mindset and right mind to do anything, I didn't want to post depressing, anxiety inducing, panic attack rising kind of videos because again, I didn't know I said this in this take. This is my third take actually. As a video editor, we have this magical power of making you feel anything we want. And this power actually comes with its own pros and cons. We can make you feel good, motivated, and inspired in any kind of thing, but also we can make you feel bad. We can make you feel anxious. We can make you feel like your chest collapsing its own. Yeah. And if you know my work, if you watch my previous work, you know that I am very good at that. I am very good at making you feel something. So I choose not to do that. And also I choose not to, show myself that times because I didn't see myself as that depressed. I didn't see myself as someone struggles with depression, anxiety, and panic attacks. But right now, as you can see, I'm talking it very casually. I don't know, is because I'm grown up and overcome these struggles, or I'm just get used to it. It's not about me. It's not about me. We will come there. We will come there. Why I'm switching this thing? Why I make the switch? The last 5 months or maybe 4 months, I have come to realizations, new realizations. I got some words are so hard to pronounce in English. So my new realizations is you don't have to be perfect to do anything. Not all your work is have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect in order to love yourself or someone loves yourself. If someone loves you, they love you just because you are who you are, not because you do the best video editing in the world. I'm not that egoistical, by the way. I just know my worth, okay? I just know my worth. Actually, my work's worth, we will come to that later. It's not bragging if it's true. And it's true. We know that. We all know that. I'm not saying this. What was the word for that? My customers said that. Not me. Not me. I'm not that megaloman as I used to be. By the way, being so overconfident or self-confidence is also a compensation mechanism for your worthlessness, self-worthlessness. Really, some words are so hard to pronounce. I graduated, and for months and months and months, that I will depressed. But why the hell am I depressed these months? It's because reality and my own perception of reality, my expectations didn't match, didn't align, didn't. So I have come to a realization myself that maybe I am not good as I think I am. Maybe I am not as great editor that as I thought I am. Also, the bad experiences that I faced after one another, it made me get a downward spiral. I really just get a downward spiral, and I couldn't see the end of it. Like literally, you can't see your downward spiral's end. There is no bedrock of your depression or downward spirals. Spirals just get continue, and continue. There's no end of these downward spirals. The only end, if in any downward spiral, is the end you think this is the end. Alright, this is the ground. I can't get any lower than that. And I decide to, yeah, this is the ground. I don't want to get any lower than that because any lower than that will be probably 6 feet underground. I'm not gonna get there. I'm not gonna make it emotional video, but there are some thoughts that I decide that red flags in my mind, in my mindset, that I said if I ever thought something like this, there's something fundamentally broke with my algorithm, with my brain. And there's a quote that I really love from Dr. House, which said, living miserable is still better than dying miserable. And I agree with that. Life is pain, which is, by the way, life is pain. If you don't know, life is pain. All the people you see happy, forgiving, open, their lives are just pain, and they see through this lens. That's what happened to me. I come to realization that, okay, life is pain. I'm literally, and I have this choice front of me. Either choose to be depressed, to be sad, to feel powerlessness, feel powerless, don't do anything or something like that, and choose to victim mindset or anything like this, or either can choose. Okay, this is reality. So what's now? What I can do about it? What I can do with my abilities, with my what given to me. And I come to realization this: I have a great toolkit, a great skill set for doing something to do good for people. If I can make you feel something, why it shouldn't be something good? If I can tell stories about entrepreneurs, the bad things in the world, why not telling stories about optimistic things? By I mean optimistic, I'm not talking about Pollyanna level optimism, real optimism, positive optimism, or positive nihilism. I'm still realistic, but come on, we have to choose to be positive about things, because literally in our minds, and depressed people are really good at seeing the world is what it is. Yet healthy mind, you will be surprised for that, healthy mind need to be stupidly optimistic in some ways. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Dr. K, Healthy Gamer GG says that. Also, Huberman says that, and Jordan Peterson says that. So, whatever your political views on anything, I give you three different people, figures to choose whatever you choose, whatever you want to choose among them. And also, I just realized the life cycle of human beings are 85 to 90 years, and I am 23. This means there's approximately 60 years ahead of me, ahead of my time. Oh, 60 years there will come to me, or I will come, whatever. I will. There's 60 years ahead of me, all right? And 60 years are just too much. So I choose not to suffer from those things for another 60 years. Look, man, you have those abilities, you have this skill set, you have this toolkit to make a difference in this world. You don't have to be the messiah, you don't have to give in your messiah complex, you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be the best of what you do, best at what you do, and you don't have to be anything, actually. This is my greatest discovery of my flaws in flaws of my thinking, and also the general life view of myself. I just come to realization that back in the days where I didn't have this depressive thoughts on this much of self-awareness, I always do things for the sake of doing them, to entertain myself. Actually, I have ADHD, so I am literally trying and doing things for sake of doing that, to entertain myself. Really, I do not care about anyone. I didn't care about if my videos will be watched. I didn't care about if, you know, this voice acting kind of thing or being an actor will be make a difference. No, I didn't care. That time I want to learn that. I want to make something with that for myself, not for people. Actually, I did it for people, but not for getting their, acceptance, approval, may I say. It will be more good way to put in. Huh? Okay, sometimes my words, my sentences don't make sense, but I know if you are a native English speaker, you can understand what I'm trying to say. With that realization comes to me, or with that realization that I find in my head, I said, all right, this is great. Just do things for the sake of doing it. But also, in order to get out of your depressive states, or not getting depressed again, and the anxiety and the other things, there is also one thing we can do. And what is it? Doing things for other people. Another realization that I discovered in myself is when I do things for other people, but not for my selfish interest and indulgence, I feel more happy. I feel more content with myself. I feel more, I like myself more when I help them. I know it's kind of selfish. Also, the reason I didn't help too many people too long time, that I thought that being selfless is the ultimate selfishness. So in order to be not selfish, I should be selfish. Yeah, I know it's paradoxical, but it works, or I think it worked. But right now, it's not about you. I mean, yeah, making good things and sharing them and helping people helps you. But I'm not doing all of this for helping myself. I'm not helping people for help myself. I help people because I want it. Because a tree can't eat its own fruit. Yeah, I can't eat my own fruit. Which just sounds so sexual right now. But it's not sexual. Stay with me. Stay with me, please. It will make sense. Basically, what happened is I grown up. I get more mature. I learn new ways to deal with problems that life throws at me. I have a great, decent, and compassionate, loving, caring boss that I ever had in my life. Also, there's a strange thing. Barış Hoca is the first person that took my imagination very seriously and give me the opportunity and freedom to do anything what I want. Also practice everything that we want to do. And right now the Barış Abi also sees this and have very patience with me, because the strange thing is when I was working at the office, or actually not when I work in an office environment, I can put 100% of myself. I am the most hardworking, most working person you can ever get in the office. In the office. But when I work from home, there's too many distractible things can distract me. And for months, I was just very distracted about too many things. I didn't put 100 myself in too many things because I didn't want to put my 100% on anything and didn't want to get the mediocre results, which end up with Barış Abi talks with me for almost 4 or 6 hours of you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be superhero, just talk with us, just delegate what you can't, and in the end, you are good at this thing. Right now, we are trying to push you from your comfort zone. So it's okay and it's expected to bad at these new things. So I don't expect you to be the best at these things, and I don't expect your best on those things. So yeah, just messed up. Do what you can and do what you can in the given time. And that just blows up my mind in some sense. We practiced that at Ratam too. In Ratam, Barış Hoca and all the other Hojas. Hoca means teacher, by the way, the university teacher, lecturer. So basically teacher. If someone teach you something, they are teacher in my eyes. Okay. In Ratam, we practice these things too. They give impossible tasks for us to mess up, to learn from our mistakes when we messed up things. The same thing applies here. A little bit different, but it is actually a job. There's money involved, there's time involved, there's people's lives involved. Back then it was just university, so we can practice as much as we want and I can be depressed as much as I want. But right now, if I get depressed too much or I get in my head too much, the output will suffer. And there's 6 million people waiting for that videos on every Sunday. So yeah, it's a really big chip on my shoulders. But it also gives me a really good sense of responsibility. Funny thing aside, I have never had problems with my responsibilities because I always deliver on time. When I make a promise, I always deliver. Only thing that changed the time. If I didn't give you time or deadline, yeah, you can expect that thing whenever I want to give you, actually. Yeah, after coming realization of this, my worth doesn't link any external sources, but it comes from internal resources. I just think, yeah, maybe we should do things for sake of doing things. Yeah, right now I don't think anything is linked to my worth in some way. This is why I come to conclusion to make an English video and to change channel's language to English and produce English videos. This and also Barış Hoca, Barış Karahançer pushes me to make English content because why not? Even dear Burak Sayman and Kadir Köyman said that too. Why you are not producing videos in English? And I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to produce it's I want to produce in Turkish. But in the end, it was just my little fear of if people. But honestly, it was much more of a confidence issue, not self-confidence. I'm very confident with talking English, but I didn't confident enough. I have the what it got to produce content that regularly. Also, that high level expectations that I put myself. Yet after 10 months, I can proudly say I can exceed my own expectations about me. Objectively, better video editor now with all my skills. Thanks to Barış Abi. This is one thing. And the other thing is, as a video editor, I am much more and more content with my video editing and storytelling skills. Back in the day, just as I said in the beginning of this video, I can make you feel anything. And I can capture these moments in people's life that they feel sad, that feel not happy, that they feel depressed, that they feel anything. I can capture those moments very well and put them in a really cohesive, really uh, cathartic sequences in the project and tell you a story about them. I am really good at it. That I don't need to be humble, because if it's true, it's not bragging. Yet I didn't as great as telling stories through a much more educational ways. Wow, this is the most longest sentence I ever made, right? Yeah, after working 10 or 11 months with Barış Abi, working with him, I learned a new editing style thanks to him and pressure that he put on me, which is a good pressure, by the way. I'm not talking bad about it or thinking it was bad. It was a great decision, and I think he managed that pressure very well. It wasn't as bad that put me in anxiety and panic attacks, and it wasn't that, loose to make me feel nothing. Always a very healthy amount of pressure that we had, and right now he don't even put any pressure to me. He just like, okay, do whatever you want. And just come to realization that I don't have to postpone anything. I don't have to procrastinate anything. I can make videos with given time, and my confidence with new editing styles is actually are enough. I mean, it's enough. I don't have to be the Walter Murch or David Fincher or Guy Ritchie of video editing. No, 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 no. I There's no need to do that. Right now, my only measurement of anything that I'm doing is that, is this thing helpful? Is this thing can help people? Can they understand this? Can people understand this? That when they watch it? And if the answer is yes, then I do not care about the animations. I don't care about cinematics. I don't care about aspect ratios. I do not care about color, as long as people understand it, understand what the information given we give them. I mean, it's strange, right? There's the two people that changed my life, or actually took me a decent path in my life, are named Barış, which is not that much, but it's strange that happened twice. So thanks to Barış Hoca, Barış Karahançer, and Barış Abi, Barış Özcan. Too much. Building sentences are little bit different than Turkish, so I have to think the sentences in my mind first. But in Turkish, I can start to build up and end up anywhere where I want. So I think it translates a little bit Yoda kind of talk in English, but I don't care, because I believe actually, in 1 year, everything will be good. Everything will be good. We're decent. We will level up. Oh, by the way, I have to say it. I did something, and this will be a spoiler for the next video that I will make for this channel, or the third video. I don't know which one it will be. Probably the second video or the fourth video. I didn't plan anything between, but I know what I want to tell you, or which stories I want to tell you. And one of them is capturing moments and lock them in a one moment, which is photography. And I print my old photos, the photos that I took. Look at this. I don't know if you can see, but see? Look at this. This is Murat Hoca. When we were at Ratam, there was a live stream about to shoot, and I think, why not shoot him? And right now I have a photograph of him, in not just in my memory, but physically. Also, this one is Barış Hoca's most godlike moment, which I love this photo, by the way. I remember this day and this project while we were shooting. Why am I showing you these pictures? The thing is, our memory is not as good as we think it is. Our memory and our mind are not made it for storage purposes. As more we use our brains and our minds for storage issues, for storage purposes, our ability to create things are decrease. And also, this thing, our mind or our brain actually kind of made it for processing things, not storaging things or creating things. It's strange to say this as a video editor because all my work depends on my visual cues, visual things in my mind palace. Actually, I don't have a mind palace. I have a mind penthouse. But in this mind penthouse, there are moments of what happened to me, and there are moments of what I watched, how I feel. I remember many of these movies. I can remember many of visual cues and put them in this penthouse, mind penthouse in my mind. So it's strange for me or to me to say this. Our minds doesn't work good as a storage unit, but a process unit. So, but it kind of makes sense. Whatever. While printing those photos, I just noticed something. I don't know. It's some I didn't articulate it very well in English. I didn't talk or think about it very well. But here's the thing. As a photographer, or you don't have to be photographer, you don't have to be cinematographer, you don't have to be anything to do something. But capturing these moments and not printing them feels like a crime right now. Where I'm going with this, I do not know, but it's a strange feeling. It's a strange feeling because those photos are actually a moment in time, a little moment in time, and they're now captured. They're captured moments in time, and they will stay forever. 2018 to 2022. Suduratam and friends. It's a great way to see your process, see your progress, through life, to capturing and printing those photos. And oh yeah, I know where I'm coming with this. So after printing those things, these moments in my life, and seeing the progress that I made, and reliving those moments, even my mind palace forgot, erased from my mind palace, my mind penthouse, I decide to do more, to tell you more, to shoot more photographs, not people, not kind of thing. And basically do more, actually, to see more places, to meet more people, to tell more about them. Meeting people, telling stories, that's family business. Yeah, this is my new kind of thing. And I change whole mission statement in all my social medias to a curious storyteller on a mission to entertain and share the knowledge with you. The second part is a little bit too grand for my taste, but now you have to grab people's attention. But for this year, I'm not gonna make anything too grand. I don't have to. As long as you understand what I'm trying to say, as long as you get the feeling what I'm trying to convey or evoke in you, that's enough. So yes, you can expect more videos this year, 12 videos exact. If I exceed that, it will be surprise for myself too, to me too. But yeah, nothing less. Exactly, I will publish 12 videos this year. If I exceed that, great. But if I'm not, I didn't promise you that I will publish, 13 videos. There will be 12 videos, and these 12 videos will about things, emotions, realizations about, human mind, human psyche, and things like that. Because I need to produce some videos, I need to tell you some stories, and the only way to tell them is through films, movies. Also, if you know what is the difference between film and movie, just tell me. And by film, I'm not talking about, the film, the celluloid, but I'm talking about cinema films, movies. Movies, what is the difference between film and movie, for God's sake? Alright, I just finished my coffee and this is it. So for this year, we can expect 12 videos, including this video. It's not cheating, it's if it works. It's not cheating. And you can expect, I don't know, more from it. You can always follow me on Instagram. You can always DM me on Instagram. And if you have any advice on my pronunciation skills or anything about it, you can always write a comment about it. I'm open for criticism and, anything else. Yeah, all right. Let's see what we can accomplish in a year with our new mindset. Let's see what we can do it. And see you on the next video. Take really good care of yourself. And no, I'm not gonna say hoşça kalın because it's iPhone's outro, and I'm not gonna take that plagiarism on YouTube. I don't want to plagiarize that. It's his persona. I just want to say, take really good care of yourself and do something. Yeah, it's a nice outro. It's a nice goodbye. I think. Yeah, do something. Just do something. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.